absolutely love this time of the evening, and you know the sun is actually starting, the bite is coming out of the sun. It's quite warm, even though it only got to like 28 to 30 degrees today. It really stung, but yeah, we love coming out here at this time and just hanging out with the pigs. You know, at the moment when I say we, I mean Farmer John is finally starting work on the pumpkins shack. And I don't know, I'll quickly show you.
Finally sounds like
Sorry, I didn't mean to say. I did explain in the previous video the reason why it's being put off is due to things coming up all the time, and also the weather being too hot that we can't do anything. Look at Jessie. Jessie's not on heat. We love her so much when she's not on heat. I mean, we still love her when she is, but she's such a beautiful girl. And look at these boys. Like, lucky I didn't even touch him and he dropped. Anyway, so this is like the basis. This is the groundwork for Pumpkin Shack, and John's just gone, you know what, needs to be double the width of this. So we're going to build it that it's going to have a floor, and it's going to have a little balcony, and it's a place where Pumpkin, who gets really bullied, you know, poor Pumpkin, she's the bottom of the pack. She's an older lady, she gets pushed around, and yeah, we want to protect her and look after her as much as we can in her twilight years. Hey, beautiful. So we are building a shack where she can hang out in here and not have to worry about going in and fighting for a spot in the barnyard if she wants to. But you know, of course, the reality is also that the goats are going to love it, because we had a downpour rather the other night, massive one. And normally the goats would run into the barnyard and go undercover, because the goats hate rain, but they really also hate the pigs. So they probably didn't come under and would have just sought shelter under that tree, which is good, but it's not the best. So realistically, they'll come and use this shack as well. But yeah, we've just been hanging out this afternoon, patting pigs' bellies and planning what are our next steps. You know, this weekend has gotten away from us, because whenever we have to drive out and go get stuff and do things like rescue roosters and pick up stuff from clearing sales, the day's gone. But, you know, the weather is starting to get better, and it's going to make it easier for us to do more on the weekends and after work on the weekdays. So we are just discussing what we're going to do, because I did mention, actually, I haven't posted it yet. Anyway, we are going to be taking in 2 30-year-old ponies, because they need somewhere to go, and it's very hard for animals of that age in particular to go to find a home and to find a home together. So as I say in every video, our plans change all the time. So this is paddock number 1. Next door over there, where those 3 trees are, is paddock number 2. And I think it's about, do you reckon it's about the same size as this one? About 5 acres. Yeah, maybe about 5 acres. And we are going to fix the fencing in that paddock. There's some great shelter with the trees in there already. And we're going to build a big shelter, big enough for ponies to go underneath when it's raining, and to put their food in so their food doesn't get wet. So, you know, we've got a lot of work ahead of us, because we now have to fix up paddock number 2, this one. And this is considered paddock number 3, our 2 acre. And then we've got the other paddock on the other side of the property. Rotating our sheep, our goats, and now making space for some ponies. So they're not coming for a couple of months, so we've got a bit of time. We need some time, because on top of that we need to slash, which the plan is to get a tractor. It's happening, folks. It's happening. We're going to get a tractor, I'm pretty sure. And so we're going to slash all of this lucerne, because it's not great at all for the diet, especially at their age. We don't want them putting on lots of weight and having lots of health issues. So, and our wonderful neighbours over there on the other side are they're wonderful horse people, Steph. So she's going to help us. She's going to teach us how to care for the horses, and she's going to help us look after them, you know, give us the advice we need, which is great. So yeah, oh, nice little dragonfly. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, like I said, it's just really lovely hanging out here when the sun starts to not be so horribly hot. Hang out with the pigs. We just love the pigs. They're so cool. And yeah, we can't wait for Patrick and Nina to be out here with them. Still a little bit worried about Nina being out here because she's so, like, pigs. These guys, they're thick-skinned. They're literally thick-skinned, right? Whereas Nina's quite young still and her skin is super thin. So we are a bit worried about introducing her to the gang, but they need to get out. They are so bored in that spot. But we got told by the vet clinic that the stuff that we need to sedate Patrick, to castrate him with, should have been in Thursday, Friday. They said they were going to call. They didn't call, which means it hasn't come in, but it will be in next week. I'm sure of it. Hey, Nucky. So as soon as that stuff comes in, we can book in Patrick for his castration, because we've got a new plan for just making sure he's restrained properly for the sedation. And once he's castrated, they both get to move out here. They're going to love it. Patrick's going to love it. Hopefully Nina will be okay. We are thinking about a backup as having maybe this paddock here as a vulnerable pigs paddock, you know? Especially if, we don't want to say, but especially if Nina turns out to be pregnant, she's going to need her own space. You know what I'm saying? I am still going. It's a huge waffle, but you know what? I think the scenery is beautiful. The clouds, the lighting, everything's beautiful. Pumpkin's beautiful, aren't you? And Pumpkin might move into the special needs paddock. But, you know, the thing is, even though she gets a bit bullied around and pushed around by the others, she loves it in here because she hangs out with the goats along that fence line where the trees are, and sometimes sleeps under that big tree, which she loves. And in this paddock next door, there are no trees. So we're going to rely on having to, you know, build shelters, and that will be the only form of shelter in that paddock. Anyway, yeah, super waffle. Yeah. If you're all watching this still at the end, comment below. I'd love to know if anyone has hung in there with me. All right, see you guys.
All right, yeah, bye-bye.
All right, anyway, guys, sorry, I'm back because I felt like I hadn't quite waffled on enough, and you might all miss me, or us. So anyway, Farmer John actually had a few things to say.
Yeah, I've lost the spotlight now. But yeah, so...
He hasn't got his selfie stick. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. The reason that we're doubling this little pig enclosure is, it's not so much for the pigs that we've got now, it's for what could potentially come, and we're starting to get the understanding that there's a lot of pigs out there that need rescuing and need a good home.
Yeah, like the two that we're maybe...
Yeah. So there's two that we've said we could potentially help out. We've also, I think as you touched on in your waffle, the Nina and Patrick situation. And then, you know, we're yet to find ourselves with any cows that in need. I mean, we've spoken about it a bit, that we've potentially had cows coming, but
we live in cattle country.
Smack bang in the middle of dairy land out here, that cows will be coming, you know, and whether they're going to be calves, you know, your dairy calves, unfortunately the males, which are, you know, not really wanted. So, you know, we've got a lot of land. We just need to really think about how we're going to use it.
Well, it's not a lot of land. We're actually freaking out about how not a lot of land it is.
Currently, we've got a lot of land because
we're not using it.
6 paddocks vacant.
Yeah, empty land. Beautiful. Yeah.
So yeah, the two ponies, as you waffled on about.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, the land, we really need to work it out as to not what we've got now, but what's going to be coming and what's going to be.
And you said, like you said before, lamb season is not even hit us yet.
No.
Lambing season,
right,
yeah.
Yeah, we've got some sanctuaries that we're friends with that are with the Lamb Care.
Lamb Care Australia, yeah.
So yeah, we want to make sure that we're in a position to say yes, we can actually help out.
Yeah, so we're planning on dedicating like one half of the property over there. There's 3 paddocks there to the sheep and goats.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, we need to extend this, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's not so much for the guys that we've got now, because they're more than happy with where they're living.
Yeah.
But that, you know, could be utilised a lot better. I mean, these guys are just living in luxury at the moment.
Oh, look at them.
Not so much they need to toughen it out, but they can move into maybe some secondary accommodation without the air conditioning. And yeah, so there's a lot happening.
There is a lot happening. Everyone watch this space. And please donate. Yes. Because every single cent that you guys donate helps so much, because it means that we get to go out and buy. Like, yeah, posts
Yeah,
and
so-
fencing, wiring,
Right.
and yeah.
There's so many farms out here, and I'm addicted to clearing sales.
Which are great because we're saving money that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's the stuff that we need. It's not like we have to really go searching for
Except
it.
for the
It's
picnic table. We
farming
wanted
stuff.
that one.
Well, that's ours. No donation money's going on that. But yeah, it's your posts, it's wire, fencing.
Yeah.
It's heaps of stuff. So
Yeah.
please
Hope you
donate.
guys are still with us.
Please,
Love you guys. Thank you so much for following us.
Yes, thank you guys.
All right. See ya.
Bye.